Of course, guys, first of all, if you do want to buy any FIFA 22 coins, make sure to check out U7Buy in the description and use code RECOIL for 5% off. What is going on, guys? If you are new around here, make sure to drop a like down below and, of course, subscribe. Remember, we hit 10K recently, so there is a giveaway coming. I will have the links in the description on Friday for the giveaway, and that's going to be able to give you the chance to win a PS5 or a new Xbox, an iArmor 37-inch monitor, a Prison FC shirt of your choice. Of course, it is a football shirt of your choice. Doesn't have to be Prison FC. I would just find it funnier. And of course, we got 16,000 FIFA points as well. Now, if this video hits 75 likes, it'll be 17,000 FIFA points. Yesterday's video didn't do too well, but it is because I did kind of take my foot off the gas with uploads. But we're back with daily uploads. So make sure to drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe so you're ready to enter the giveaway on Friday. But let's get into it. So guys, because we've actually got a marquee matchups filter in here, I'm actually going to give you 5 filters today. So I was going to do 4, but I'm treating you a little bit because one of them is a marquee matchup. So if you want to treat me by subscribing, fine, it would be greatly appreciated. So we're going to get started with Sevilla players, and to be fair, it looks like they're actually holding value pretty well. We've got these two guys, we've got a Campus there, and the goalkeeper whose name I'm not going to try and pronounce because I feel like I'll offend it somehow. And let's have a look. So 2K seems to be an easy sell on. We're gonna EA tax on that is 100 coins. So I mean, is it? Am I working that right? 100 coins. So realistically, 1.7 and below, we can pick up, and we're gonna miss them all apparently. But hopefully we can get this next one. So 1.7 and below. Obviously, if we can get 1.6, 1.5 would be ideal. Oh my god. Oh. I messed both of them up, but Diego Carlos himself is worth way more like normally, so I don't even know how that's a thing. I don't think this is bots. I think this is just a ridiculous amount of people actually sniping. I think, unfortunately, the lower one, anything below like 1. Oh, wow, I'm bad at this. I'm so... How do I do this every day and I'm still this bad at it? We got one. We got one. We'll take it. Obviously, realistically... let's have a look. Let's knock that up. Okay, I'd say realistically, you are obviously probably not going to get any ridiculous snipes on this, purely on the basis I think they are being botted. I think marquee matchups filters get botted probably at the point of like 1.4k on this one, for example, maybe 1.3. So even though you can beat a bot, it's obviously a lot harder, especially when you're not on one of the newer consoles. I do understand that for those of you not on next gen, it's almost impossible to beat a bot, especially with the way that they load this year. That was close. I think compare price is definitely a potential sort of savior in this kind of method. We're going to give it one more try. And we messed up. So we're going to move on, but obviously make sure to try it because it is definitely a worth it filter. It's just a little bit hard. You just got to put in that little bit of extra graft. Now, I'm just going to have a look. I don't know whether to go for high budget or low budget for this next one. So we're going to go for a bit of a curveball, and we're going to up the budget a little bit, and we're going to go for a UEL knockout filter. And if I am right, it's the French and Defender. So this one, pretty simple. These guys weren't very close in price before. They are now. So it gives you a little bit of an opportunity to go and have a look at them. So you've got Diop and a Marvi. Because they're closer in price, it makes sense to be sniping them rather than sort of before where they were so far apart. Now, don't know if that's a snipe. We're just going to work out the price before we get silly and pick anything up. I'd say realistically the sell-on is probably 42. So 42 for the sell-on. EA tax on that 10% is 4.2k, and so 5% is 2.1k. So we knock it down by 2. Then that obviously does the 0.1, so that's 150 profit. 39,500. I'd say. I was going to say I'd actually only go for a 39 really. I'd say now 39,500. We'll go for it. We'll see if we can get any. If an Amarvi pops up, you're getting a little bit more profit, which is always a win. Obviously, those two being closer in price is definitely a beneficial thing for this filter. But we're going to try and grab an Amarvi here. If we can, I'd say it's probably the biggest win we're going to get from this one. But if we can get a Diop at a good price, I will take that. Diop with Shadow for 39k, I think that's a very easy sell on. We'll give it a little go more, but to be honest, I think that one there is probably, it was 42 wasn't it he was going for? That one there is probably the best we'll get because we'll guarantee the sell on there easily because of the shadow. I think the shadow actually plays a massive part in that. Now, I'm just going to do a 10 count because this is such a simple filter. I don't want to waste too much time on it. And got another one with a shadow, so we'll take it. We'll bop that up for the 42 there. And we want to get them sold quickly, obviously, because they're performance-based cards. We don't want to lose all our coins on them. And so we'll do a 10 count. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right, we're going to have to move on to the next filter. I think we're going to have a look on this one here at Gold Rare, Forward, and Argentina. Now, there's a reason we're doing this. At the minute, there's a nice little set of players in here. So Gold Rare, Forward, and Argentina. And you want to set the maxes. I do have it written down. You've got your minimum. It's got to be 10 to 50. So minimum is 10 to 50. And you want to set the max around 13 and then just go up until you find where these guys are at. So you've got Aguero here, and then you've also got Dybala, who's usually going to be coming up on this filter. So I'd say, oh, and Di Maria as well. That's pretty class to get all three of them in. Now, I'd say you're going to be arguably selling these guys on for what? Let's have a look. Let's see where's an actual point. Okay, so I'm going to say 18k is where we're going to get the sell on there. Maybe 17, judging by the market. So we'll say 17k for the sell on. So 10% of that is 1.7. Half that, we'll just go. I'm just trying to half that. Wow, I can't half even numbers. 1.6 is 800 to be 850. I'm really stupid. So we'll knock it down by a k. And what we'll do is we'll go to the 15,750 because then we know we're making a decent profit. So we're making like a 400 coin profit per card. Now, we saw quite a few Agueros initially, so I think we are going to smash this one out the bag. Whack that one up there. I hope we can get one at like the very, very low end of things, because I feel like that's where, you know, I feel like this 15,750 is going to keep coming up, which is good, but we want something better. So knock that up again. Let's see if we knock it down to the 15 mark, just because then at least I've actually got some coins left over for the other filters as well. It's ridiculous to me that I could spend all my coins in one video. I used to only do cheap methods though. I think that's probably why. And what do you guys think of the camera quality? Because I'm not sure what it's looking like at the minute. It's quite an expensive camera. I don't know if I've got the FPS set correctly, so maybe I haven't. We're going to do a 10 count. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, okay, we're going to move on to the next filter. So let's have a look. And how many have I done so far? Because I don't want to use too many. I don't want to do too little. So we've done 3. Right, we've got 2 more to do. So I'm going to go for a cheap one and an expensive one. So first of all, we're going to go for, let's have a look if we can find it. Device, we are looking at brilliant. So it's gold commons, and we are looking at Ajax, and then we're going to bop this to, let's have a look. Brilliant, beautiful. Right, so you can't pick up an Ajax player for less than 1.6. 1.7, there's barely any. Let's have a look. 1.8, and it's just these guys anyway. So realistically, because there's a couple 1.6, we don't want to buy them. I'll take him and list him at 1.7. Let's have a look. Let's knock that one up. I'd say if you really want to guarantee yourself a big profit, knock it down to 1.3. We're just going to see what we can get here. We're going to try selling at 1.6 or 1.7, and anything is decent profit. So we'll just hope. I feel like we're missing the ones that we should get. Oh, both of those I should have had. I mean, I was looking, I can't lie, I'm looking at myself in the camera to try and work out the FPS and if it's okay, but I'm a bit fuming about that, because that was a very, very decent snipe. Let's have a look. So we'll do, I don't want to spend too much time on this one, but I don't want to spend too little. So we'll do 10 counts. So 10. You know what? Beautiful 10 count. Beautiful 10 count. And one of our Agueros, I believe, is just sold, judging by the amount that the value went up. So whack him up for 1.6. We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right, brilliant. So we're moving on to the next one here. Let's have a look. What are we going for? I don't know if I should go for, you know what? We're going to go for a really, really simple one. So we're going to go gold, rare, defender, and French, and minimum 16k. So a little bit pricier. French defender, minimum 16k. And you see you've got quite a few guys here. It's nice to see that Mendy's a little bit cheaper now. So you've got nothing in that bracket. See where they start coming in at. So don't know if that was a snipe. We're not going to take it until we know it's a snipe. They were both snipes. Let's have a look. 26. So maybe 27. Very confused by this pricing at the minute. 27 is what we're going to say is the sell on. 2.7 EA attacks. I'm actually just going to knock it down by 2k there. Let's have a look. 25. I'm not trusting the 25. So we're going to go. That is so decent. So decent. I am a professional. That's decent. That's so decent. What's that in profit? That's like 4 or 5k. That's decent. I'm very happy with that. And I can't do this filter anymore. So I'm going to call it a day there, guys. You guys know what to do. If you want extra FIFA points to the giveaway, get this to 75 likes. I'll see you tomorrow.